Good morning, happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day weekend. Just a few things this morning I wanted to cover. Don't forget coaching, my third Thursday coaching up in the North offices. I'm gonna be at the Albany office at 9:30, and then at 1:30 for the Corvallis office. We're actually going to be at the Corvallis Chamber of Commerce. Give ourselves a little bit of elbow room so we don't have to shove into that conference room. So that's on Thursday in the North offices. Wednesday, I'm in Eugene. 10:30 is the coaching, my third Wednesday coaching appointment in Eugene. I think we'll just do it right upstairs here in the conference room to make it easier for everybody. We won't have to walk across the street in the rain, although I hear the sun shines coming later this week. And then Precision Funding, I'm on for 1:30 on Wednesday, so I hope everybody can join me for that. Remember, the coaching is for those that have come through the business planning classes. We kind of touch bases on how you're coming with your things, or if you didn't come through the business planning class, come on anyway, and you'll set some goals of things you want to achieve by the next month, or maybe even mid-month. I'll check in with you, that type of thing. It's a great way to exchange ideas. The first time was last month. We got a lot of ideas from different people. More of the good ideas come from our agents and me, but that's okay. I'm there to take credit for it. So pop in if you can do that this week. For business this week, the one thing I would encourage you to do, we're always talking about buyers, buyers, buyers. Well, listings are selling if they're priced right. We saw this last month, the month's supply of inventory come down sharply from this time a year ago. So something you haven't heard me say in a while, check in with those potential sellers. Obviously, the buyers are important too. Potential sellers who may have some equity, if there's any left, or those that are open to doing a short sale, if that in fact is the case, and talk to them about spring is here. Let's get a list of the things they need to get done on their property so that it's ready to go on the market in the spring. One thing I always did when I was actively listing and selling, which I would encourage you to do, is if you go out to somebody's house this time of year, which a lot of you will, they're not quite ready, they're going to list in the spring, but they just wanted you to give them a list of things to do, let them know what their property's worth. Go ahead and get the listing signed now. You can have them sign a non-MLS form and put it in multiple 2 months from now, 3 months from now. But if they're willing to sign a listing now, let's go ahead and get it listed. That way you can get the advertising and ready and everything like that. And then also you can kind of put the word out. It secures that listing for you, so I would encourage you to think about that. And also don't forget, when you're listing, we've got that listing agreement that's on the 24/7, a little bit different than the one on the MLSs. That has the pre-scheduled price reductions, where you can go ahead and pre-schedule price reductions, which I highly encourage. And those agents that have used that speak very highly of it. So go ahead and give that a try. Later this week, in fact, probably by tomorrow, you'll get a link from me for a survey. That survey is going to take you about 5 minutes to take tops. What I'm doing is I want feedback on what education you folks would like to see. Whether it's education in our business, meaning separate education, just different topics you're interested in, the time of day that's best for you. We're just trying to get some feedback from you as we finish up our 2010 education schedule. We've got a speaker we're bringing in from out of town that we're looking at in early spring, which will be open not only to our agents, but a lot of agents in the community. So we're really looking at zeroing in on some types of education, but we want to know from you what kind of education you want. Also, we're going to ask you on there if there's some specialty that you have that you think you can provide value in teaching our other agents. We're going to ask you what that is and whether you'd be willing to share your time in doing that. So do take the time, if you would, to fill that out and send it back to me. It's real important so that we know what you want. Want to give a shout out to Andy Anderson, who is a grandfather. On the 12th, which was my birthday, he had a granddaughter, his first one. So congratulations, Andy, on that. You're joining the grandparents club. We've got a lot of those around here. That is about all I had to go over. The talking point this week, again, goes back to that, talking to your sellers, potential sellers, people in your sphere, about time to sell. So a little bit different. Obviously, the first-time home buyer credit's out there, hovering around 75 days before it expires. And I know everybody's talking about that because they see the chatter on Facebook a lot, and so that's a great thing to do. But let's start talking to the sellers, because spring is really coming now. Talk to you soon. Have a great week.